Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Farming Simulator 25. We're doing a test today. I had an individual reach out to me concerning the harvesters. Instead of trying to explain, I will show you what's going on. So, as we take a look at any one of the harvesters here, we take a look at the grain crops that I can harvest: wheat, barley, oats, canola, etc., etc. And then this little one on the end, which is wood chips. They're trying to figure that out, whether or not a harvester will harvest wood chips. So, I figured I would run a test, and we'll show you. And we've got 3 green machines. We'll start over here in the middle. We got a John Deere X9 1100. One of my favorite combines of all time. We'll come over here to, we got the Lizard Colossus, painted in John Deere green, of course, John Deere colors. It's the one, yeah, I use this one a lot on the farm, but this is my, if we go into the map here, yeah, this is my first ever farm on FarmSim 25. I own the entire property setup here. But yeah, we got some fields of poplar. Anyway, and then we have this little guy that has just been bought, the Lizard TARDIS system. And yeah, we're gonna try some things out here. Even though I kind of have an idea what's going on with the system, but we will explain as we go. So I have in front of me a few different headers. I got one set up on the Lizard already. I've got a couple more in the distance here, painted the John Deere green colors. And we'll describe as we go along. So we got a John Deere standard flex draper header. We got a Lizard Colossus Titan header. We have, I'll just run over here a little bit, a John Deere corn header, and then a Lizard Colossus corn header. So, let's jump into the John Deere and see what we can do with any of these headers. And hopefully we get into the correct combine. Perfect. We'll get turned around here. And yes, I do have my poplar field. It was in the process of being harvested until I realized that's like, oh yeah, I was going to do a test on this. So, we'll get this guy unfolded. We will start off with just the standard John Deere Flex Draper grain header. We will see if it works. You're going to be just as surprised as I am as what happens, but we're just going to, just drive right into it. We'll see what we get, what happens. And since I don't have crop destruction turned on this field or this farm, yep, that is to be expected. We're just driving right in with this. So, yep, test number 1 is confirmed. And let's actually just go into the correct menu here. And we'll run down, I think it was this one here that I picked up. It'll only do these types of grains. There is no section for wood chips. So, let's see if the Titan grain header will do anything. Get hooked up here. A little bit more. There we go. Alright. Let's turn this bad boy on. Drop it down. Ramming speed. Nothing. It's not doing a darned thing. Well, we'll just go ahead and turn that off. And we're going to leave this out here just for another minute or two. Go ahead and drop that off. So now, as we take a look over there, we got a corn header on the Lizard TARDIS system. So let's try out the corn headers. In fact, let's just, oh gosh darn it, I hit the wrong button. Let's go to our Lizard Colossus. I want to show you just what we see here. We got the Titan headers. These are the ones here. The unrealistic. Oop, let's go back. There's no section for wood chips. Alright, let's try, I guess, the trusty old John Deere corn header. Okay, we got this guy hooked up. Turn it on. And just run on in. Again, nothing's happening. And like I said, this is with the John Deere system, so maybe something else will change here. Let's go ahead and disconnect that. And we got the Titan Colossus system here. Just one final check. Turn it on. And again, it will not harvest. So, oh, why did I wanted to turn off the system, not exit the vehicle. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and just move this guy out of the way. We don't need it anymore in the way. And just to show you, again, always, wrong button. Let's go here to the John Deere X9 1100. Yes, it will do wood chips, or it's supposed to. Now we're going to go to the Colossus. We got the Colossus harvester right here. And again, it's supposed to do wood chips. So, this time we're just going to try the Colossus on its own systems. So we'll grab its header to see what happens. And I know I forgot to show the corn headers here. We'll do that here when we're done with the Colossus. Turn it on. And drop it down. And nothing. Alright. That confirms that one. And we'll come over to the Colossus corn header as part of the next procedure. Turn that system on. Drop it down. And again, nothing. And yes, you can see we are turned on. The reel, or the auger system on the header is turning. We do hear the distinct noise of machine running. So, alright, so let's just back this out of the way and turn that off. And then let's go to the corn headers and show you again. We got the standard John Deere. We picked that one there. No wood chips. We got the Titan corn header. No wood chips. Even if we were to select any other, except for this one, the TARDIS Poplar header, which we have on the TARDIS Combine. So, let's go over to the TARDIS. This is very reminiscent of an old style John Deere. Still got some variation differences to it, but nevertheless, let's go ahead and get this thing unfolded. And let's just go ahead and turn it on, lower it down, and see what happens. Looks like we are doing some harvesting of our poplar. Alright, so now that we understand what's going on, let's go ahead and get this turned around. And we'll just wanted to disconnect that. There we go. I'm surprised we were able to fold that up with the wood chips in the hopper. But anyway, so we know the lizard tortoise will work with the lizard poplar header. See? Yep. Everything works. We got wood chips in there. If we come up here, it says we got 18,922 wood chips. Now, let's try the John Deere X9. And we'll just go ahead and connect up to the poplar header here. And we'll see if the base game combine will take poplar. A little closer. There we go. Turn it on. Drop it down. And there it is. And I better stop because that's a lot of wood chips there. You know, 8,000 liters in just that little tiny pass. And we'll go ahead and turn that off. Disconnect it. Cannot fold the tool while there's stuff in the hopper. That is very understandable. Alright, so test number 2 confirmed with the John Deere X9 and the poplar header. Now we'll go to the Colossus just to finish this off. As one final test. Zoom out just a little bit for us. Connect her all up. Turn it on. Drop her down. And we're harvesting. So there you go. The test is confirmed. The test has been confirmed, everybody. We got, 18,000 liters of wood chips there. Go ahead and turn that off. So yeah, the tale of 3 harvesters. Figuring out what combination of headers will work for poplar. There you have it, folks. Thank you all for joining me on this quick little video, this demonstration. And until next time, we'll catch you later. Bye, everybody.